comes nothing less than 3 times in a year, especially within the realm of day. It's very painful. One of them, that's the only child of the family. One thing I've seen very clearly is that any accident scene like that in Nigeria is always chaotic. The police, they don't have command over all the miscreants that will come around. On that day, even me seeing it on the social media, I only saw road safety one and one policeman among area boys of more than 100. The law enforcement agencies, they don't have control over the crowd. We must guide against things like that. Because if it had been abroad, I lived in London for 6 years. I studied in London 1975 to 1980 before I left to come to Nigeria to do my NYC. So, in England, people will stay in their house to telephone the ambulance, telephone the police, do that. They won't go and assemble on the scene. But in Nigeria, people will come from all over and they will gather, will be out of control. Something I think we must guide against it. They must use the rope to cordon up that area immediately. That's the first thing the police should do, so that not many people can come close. So much close. They were too close to the man. Everybody touching him. Even you could see it in him that he was afraid that all these people, am I safe? This is not the time to really start to call the mother or to call the father about all what happened. You know, they are really in trauma now. They are really in trauma. And to talk to Anthony himself is not realistic. This is not the time to start to ask questions. He comes nothing less than 3 times in a year, especially within the realm of day. Just recently, he sent in large sum of money for the celebrations. And he knows that such celebration is going to be very crowded. So he made sure that the days have passed before coming down. And when he comes down generally like that, he goes to the palace where there's tight security. From there, he will go to the Ogun State governor. There's tight security. It's very painful. One of them, that's the only child of the family. You see, the second is getting married this year. It's very, very pathetic situation. We are extremely sorry. Extremely sorry because it affects us. Because he's coming down to us to spend the holidays with us. And such a tragic thing will happen. It's something very painful to us. And we just want to say that the good Lord will give them the fortitude to bear the loss. That's all we can say. They've been here once last year. They came together last year, and that was the second time those ones were coming. So for this thing to have happened the second time, and having the mind of coming to his hometown, it's very, very pathetic to us. It's something that is very painful, pains our heart. According to the family, we are thinking that it is time to hands off the gloves. Because every time he's on the ring, we are always so much afraid. It could go either way. And all those punches, we just feel as if they are punching our heart because it's our child on the ring. It's not something interesting to see him fighting, but that's what he has chosen as a career. We have to support him. We wish he should just call it off and they do any other thing.